There we go. You all come to
Hi,
come.
YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. You all congregate in this central chamber as the dragon begins to stir from its slumber. Its head is still on Rena's lap, and its eyes like kind of flutter open. Who's the first one it sees?
I
Who's
mean,
down there?
me and Blood are right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. Its eyes like flick over to Blood and then to MR, and it like squints a little bit.
I give
Who
it
are
a
you?
cowboy nod. I nod cowboy style and say, "Howdy. My name's Blood. This is my friends. There's a couple of them, but they use they the pronoun. But you can call them MR if you want to be. I don't know.
I assume your mental
Informal.
faculties are not in full gear right now. I will shorten it.
Yeah, what they said.
It seems I have some brain fog, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember much about today at all, ma'am?
It's beginning to come back to me very slowly. I am. You have my gratitude.
It is not a problem. No problem at all. Just glad to see you feeling like yourself again.
What brought upon that state?
Yeah, do you remember what happened before it went all blurry?
It's hard to remember. It was so long of just
Allow me.
losing. Yep.
I was just gonna say, can I jump down and
Yeah,
and
all of you can make your way
talk?
down there if you want.
Game paused. Game is pause.
Game is
Nuh-uh.
Game is putting its paws up right now.
Game is giving a paw job right now.
Ugh,
For real.
Terrible.
she is. Hard to remember. It's been a long time of just slowly losing myself. I remember a dinner with a person in Air Genasi who wanted to congratulate me on something. Maybe they poisoned me. But I remember that night there was like a seed of greed in me, something deep and innate that I tried to bury, and it came up that night. And it never went away until just now.
Do you know what this air genasi looked like?
Yeah. Selen, are you within earshot?
He's sitting down right here, so that's up to you.
Okay. I will say probably not then. She goes, It was... They were androgynous, but they had loose robes on. They were showing a lot of skin, and they had this Lichtenberg figure, this lightning scar that crossed up the side of their torso and around the back of their neck.
Damn. Is this familiar to anyone?
No one that can hear it.
Okay. Great. Interesting answer there. Well, whoever you had dinner with sounds like a really cool looking person. Although their motives might not have been as cool.
They left. This was almost 5 years ago.
Holy smokes.
So you have been in this state for that amount of time. Then.
Quite some time. It was gradual at first. I lost my fear first, and then I started losing compassion, and eventually it just became greed. And I hate to think what would have happened if I had lost that too.
Your compatriots, I assume you met them beforehand.
Are you talking about the Genasi or the... And she looks at Rena and Min, who swings over.
It's going to inch over and look over into the water.
Then
She looks over at Rena and
Do I see Selen creeping over to the edge?
He's
Yes.
staring down into down there.
Okay, so he's not looking over here.
He's staring into the down here.
So not over. I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, you could, like, shoot him and he'd probably
Like, I'm speaking very clearly. Okay,
you
I'll
see...
like look at the corner of my eye and wait for Selen's attention if it ever happens to look different direction.
You see the water,
I'll spare you.
the tops of the water, just kind of...
You'll get it eventually.
You see
One
the top of the water. You look down into it, and it's this like glowing green light, ghostly light that's cascading over the top of it. It looks peaceful.
He's definitely spacing out. You could surmise blood.
Zephyr
think,
looks...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I think Blood's going to glance over every like 46 seconds and just like see if Selen's still in the zone. They don't want to interrupt Selen, but they also like know Selen probably wants to know that the dragon woke up, and so they're just like anxiously glancing over like every couple seconds, and very aware of Selen's peaceful dissociation. Is just like hoping like somehow their social anxiety is going to send a message over. That's probably what they'll be doing in the next couple of minutes.
Okay.
While Zephyr is saying this next part, actually, a cat manifests from your shadow, Selen, and runs between your legs.
This is
and-
gone?
Yes, actually, because
Okay.
it has been like about an hour now.
Yep. Alright.
So.
Cat runs between him like
cat runs between your legs and like points, like flicks his tail over at the dragon and at Blood.
He looks at the dragon,
Oh, thank
and then
God.
he looks at Blood.
Blood is like sweating at this point, and they'll
You
like
get a blank stare.
finally see that Zelen sees them, and they like wave their arms over their head very enthusiastically, and then they make like the praying hand symbol, and then like rest their head on it as if they're sleeping, and then they look up and they're awake in surprise, and then they point at the dragon, and then they're like, "See, it's awake." And then they'll like gesture like a friendly like, "Come on, get over here," kind of movement, in a cowboy font.
He looks at Valko.
Valko is staring. Valko is staring.
At
Looks like over here.
he looks for a moment, a couple moments, and then he will stand up.
Blood will like look at their hands and think to themselves, "Is this something I said?"
How far
You
is
can
it
make
to
your
get
way
them?
down. We can say that you're making your way down as she's talking right now.
Just like I guess he's just going to like climb down.
Yeah. Zephyr looks to Rena and goes, reflexive indicative notation amplifier was made by me quite a few years ago. I found her remains in the city below, and there are a lot of her. There are a lot like her down there in the rubble that I like to pick through and try to give life to. I told her she could leave, but she's hanging around me.
Valko would start making his way over.
I do recall you telling me in your delirium of the ones you created, and that I was not one of them. Where is the city below?
She looks at all of you.
We're cool.
And
He
goes,
crawls up onto the rock and has sat down on it.
goes, right, the wards. The city below is the reef out there. It is underneath all of the waves and the rubble. If you find a suitable spot to climb under, it opens up into an entire city.
Have I heard anything about this before?
You have not, and in fact, your brain is trying to overlap information that you cannot physically. You are
That doesn't
like,
really make sense to me.
I think Blood's like, this is supposed to make sense to me, but it doesn't, and so they just like scratch their head and like mutter under their breath, "Well, I'll be."
Like, I've been through plenty. I've been through like sewers and all the underground systems around here. Like, the Quicksilver use that stuff. You mean to tell me there's a whole city underground?
it's far, far below. It used to be part of the city, and then
What, like a big sinkhole?
they flooded it.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah.
And then they set up the wards so that people forgot over time.
Oh.
Is it because they
Sometimes-
just
Sometimes you can break through it a little bit if you're already messing with someone's mind, but
So the reef is directly outside of this cave, right? Continue, sorry.
yeah, the reef is under all of this water and directly outside of this cave. It is like basically everywhere that there is water in the city. And it's
this
not
connects to the ocean.
It's not. Yeah, it connects to the ocean. You see the churning waves of deep, like purple with the like bright orange foam on top of it, lapping against the shoreline. I should point out for those that don't remember, the reef is not an actual reef. It is a conglomerate of refuse and Luxon, like essentially just like a graveyard of neon signs. Is the vibe I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
It is just a bunch of intercrossing argon and neon and like a bunch of lights.
How do I keep winding up back here?
Perhaps what I needed was not the vault after all. Would there be enough parts there for me to repair?
She looks you over and her eyes like flash like a small lavender sigil on them. And she goes, "You will need more than parts, most likely, but the parts would be down there, most likely."
Mm.
Is he there? Eatable.
She like reflexively her spines like curl upwards and electrify before they settle back down. You mean the Weaver? Yes.
Weaver.
I hardly know.
I see the end I merit.
Sorry, can I put that? Can I put that in quotes?
Go for it.
Reaver.
Alright.
I can take you down there if you want. The people won't. They probably won't mess with us if you're with me. They know me. Min was the first one to come with me. He got a little too wrapped up in some of the stuff I was teaching him and turned into a... well, that. And he goes, "Hey!"
I see. What is your relationship with the Weaver? And why is he called that here in this realm?
Well, he's the one that... the story goes is that he's the one that brought the ley lines to the world. He wove the fabric of magic itself over the world.
Damn.
And he is extremely dangerous even in his state currently.
Is he still within mind to listen?
If you can reach him, yes. Maybe. I haven't talked to him in quite some time.
I see.
She looks over at Valko. As Valko steps. And she kind of like gives a little like nod of the head. Thank you for what you've done.
He smiles and nods. Actually, no,
trust-
I lied. He smiles and bows.
I trust Min has already paid you all for the service. And Min like nods and she takes one of her scales off and tosses it to Min, who goes, make a necklace out of that and give it to Valko.
Damn.
He like blinks at the dragon.
You are notorious in this city. I know your name well.
How tuned in to the city are you?
I am the link between the city below, Sequester, and the city above, Distos. I know of the goings on in both, though shallowly. But I know of the sun, and it seems it has shone upon me today.
He nods. Dragons live many years, from my understanding.
Many.
Is it safe to assume you have accrued a vast wealth of knowledge over your days?
It depends on the subject. But yes.
What do you know of the divine?
You'll have to be more specific. The divine could mean a few things in this world. It could mean the beings that brought forth the fundamental laws, like Needable and like Cheshire and like House and
What do you
two
know of
others.
House?
You see like little bits of like green electricity crackle around her mouth. House is
KJ
a little
looks at
bitch
Blood.
of a man.
Blood looks at KJ.
A little bitch.
I don't like him at all, but I
that
like
term.
what he represents, which is the future, which is luck.
What
He
is
was the
your...
one who wove fate into this world. He's the one who wove chance into this world.
Then what is your distaste with him?
He's wrapped up in the future, and he doesn't think about the now.
I definitely understand having distaste for him.
Sits on the ground.
Are you of the opinion that the now needs more attention?
I'm of the opinion that the now is the only part that we can affect. There's no sense
Walker
in
kind of cocks his head.
There's no sense in worrying about the future when you can be living in the current moment.
Stares at Val.
What is the current moment but a path to the future?
You know, I haven't read a lot of books, but that was a pretty solid line.
She grins, and this, baleen-like set of interlocking anglerfish-like teeth greet you.
Oh. Scary.
I see why he'd like you.
I side-eye KJ.
I'm like, I'm raising my eyebrows.
Well, this shit's crazy right now.
Divinity could also mean the royalty. Those that were here before, and those that will always be here. The monarchs. And divinity could mean the saints.
I am most interested in the divinity that lies up there, pointing just at the sky, vaguely.
The saints, then. They are taught to be attuned with the world, and they are taken they are masters of a certain thing. They do not weave anything into the world, but they have dominion over it, and they oversee it. They are the closest thing to gods, but they're more cultural icons or
And people like the Weaver and House, they're manifestations of natural forces, or they manifested those forces and now are sort of manifestations themselves.
Does that mean the boogeyman's real?
the boogeyman is very real.
Fuck, I knew it.
You gotta shoot him.
Now I gotta kill him. Damn
Um,
it, now he has to die. Sorry.
She looks at KJ. The mentors are appointed by the monarchs and bring in new ideas into the world and into the weave. And then they help appoint the saints for those individual purposes. It's a court
KJ looks
system.
like she's trying really hard to figure out a math problem.
Well, would it be incorrect to say that the monarchs rule over the mentors, and the mentors rule over the saints?
And the saints keep the monarchs in check, yes.
I see.
There's a triangle.
Oh.
Valko seems displeased.
After Valko saying that, I think KJ, the dots of the triangle finally connected. There's a look of a little bit of clarity.
That makes one of you. Blood is just like nodding politely. Why the long face, Valko?
This is something I had not considered.
Shit. Thought
It's
you
just a
considered
road to the
everything.
future.
Hmm.
Now, you have been rewarded. Would you like to take a dragon up on the offer for a ride?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah!
She spreads out her wings, and you see bits and pieces of charred scales on her wings, and like a spot where that actually has like what looks like a scab over it. And she goes, I can't fly very high due to a past that I have with the
That's
monarch
okay.
of the air. But
Neither can I.
Yeah, me neither.
I can go below.
Oh, shit.
Like, KJ points at the water. Like below?
She nods.
Like, below the below? Like, deep down in there?
Will there
She
be issues of pressurization?
Oh, good question.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like an issue.
her eyes, this like scintillating green gemstone like eyes flash brighter twice, and you all get the ability to breathe underwater and the ability to withstand water pressure for
Oh,
8 hours.
fuck.
Oh. Ah, that's weird.
Crazy.
For what reason
that's
are you
that-
bringing us down?
She looks over at MR.
Wait, what was the question? I
For what reason are you bringing us down?
Yeah, and she's just looking over at MR, and she goes, I think it would be useful to see.
If this does not concern you, Valko, then you may stay out of it.
Ooh.
Valko turns to Selin.
He's just a little man sitting in the corner with his hood up,
Good.
staring at Valko.
Valko is staring at him.
Okay.
If I had a bingo card.
that would be the fucking free space. That's one's always getting fucking caught down.
It's the place- It's a bingo card for every location you can catch them doing it in.
Yeah.
You just cross it off for in a cave.
Do you wish to go below? Still staring at Selin.
I do not have a preference.
This is largely my business as I understand it. But I do not mind accompaniment.
Fuck, I fucked up that word.
Accompaniment.
Is that a real word?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
It is
is.
a
Okay.
word.
I'm good.
It didn't sound right when I, but yeah.
It is up to you.
I'll
I
go
guess.
with you. Don't know
I
if
do
I
go
can
down
not know
here.
replace
what else
the
I would be doing.
can't replace the muscles of Valko, but I've got some muscles of my own if needed.
Regardless of if you do go or not, are you certain you are taking that with you out of this cave?
What are you referring to?
The coin.
Yes.
Is there a reason you have changed your mind?
I have left something different instead.
But why are you switching them out?
Initially, it was to see whether or not the fact that you weren't able to pick up the coin was a product of the coin itself or of the layer. And it seems that it likely was the latter.
And that is why you were taking it.
I have already swapped the two items, and so I'm going to leave it that way.
I guess so.
You guess so.
I have to let the cat out of my room.
Rocco walks over to Blood and takes out a couple magic pistol rounds and hands them to her.
Holy fuck.
I have found these.
Blood's gonna like gulp and say, "Are they safe to touch with my fingers, or should I put gloves on?" Or
I
They're
do
safe
not
to touch.
know.
They're
I
safe to
guess so.
touch.
okay.
They are.
Did you not know, or
from-
did you want to just watch me look stupid?
I have already grabbed them, but it has been too short to see if there are repercussions.
I'm back. What is happening?
Valko's giving
Rocco's
the
handing
pistol
off pistol
rounds.
rounds. I can't
Okay.
put them into my portable hole, so I can't trade them off.
Well,
But
thank you, Valko.
there's 6 + 1 pistol rounds.
Cool. I'll
You
find
should
out
have
how to
them in
add it
your-
to my inventory.
I did it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go!
I mean, thank you. I will use them wisely. Do we know what they do, or is it just a extra punch?
They are from the Parisian Revolution. They're easier to hit with and deal a little bit more of a punch.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
They have a +1 to hit and damage.
There should be bullets in D&D that are like sex pistols from JoJo. They are bullets that have little guys that ride on the bullets and kick them around in the air.
Kick them around. I love the term kicking the bullets around in
They
the
do.
air.
they
They
ride
do.
on the bullets
That's
and then
just
kick them.
amazing.
It's so good. They're just these little guys.
Anyway, come. The
Whoa!
Yes, ma'am.
Not possible.
The night
Have
grows
y'all
ever
ever
longer.
like as a child ridden on like or stood on someone's back while they swim? That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
This experience
Um,
might be like.
Wait,
Who is
you're
getting
telling
on her
me
back?
that as a child you successfully stood on someone's back while they were swimming?
Yeah.
Rocco stares at Selen.
In fact, I believe I've done it to Eric.
Yeah, we've probably done that before.
Damn.
It's sick.
I have like a new fun thing to try.
He will just look at this one.
Hey, just hopping on.
Maybe later then, he says to that one. I doubt we will see each other again. Just comes and stands right here.
Okay.
What
So-
do you mean maybe later then?
What did Valko say?
What do you mean maybe later then?
The request I had made to see something earlier.
Rocco looks over at them. I think we called them the gremlin person.
They look over at Selen and go, I need the ingredients anyway.
Okay.
But here, and he hands you a little recipe. I don't think I'll need this anymore, but here. He gives you a recipe for those potions that you have.
How long is it?
It is 3 ingredients.
What are they?
They are various fish that live in the ecosystem nearby. They are, I think I said, rockfish larvae, scum scales or something like that.
Scum.
Yeah. And some sort of eel hide, I think. Or an eel tooth or something.
Was there a reason you went with these fish?
Trial and error?
He blinks really hard. Thank you. Puts it away.
So, Blood, KJ, and M are getting on Dragon.
Mhm.
Okay.
Is Valko getting on?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's pulling Selen with him.
Okay.
With all of you on, she stretches her wings out and
He looks vaguely upset.
she looks at Rena and Min and goes, "Thank you too. I'll be right back." And she jumps off of this shoreline cave and gliding over the water for a few feet, and then she dives underneath. You all have to like hold on to her spines as you are propelled underneath the black purple waters.
I think KJ looks very silly underwater because I'm imagining, like, at the speed we're moving, almost all of her fur is just like backward. You know what I mean?
She dives down and deeper into this pile of refuse, this cascade of signs and what look like remnants of old machinery and buildings and stuff like that. And eventually it just becomes like this like pile that is hard to sift through. But she navigates to what looks like a larger hole that she and all of anyone riding her can fit in. And she crawls through, and it's like a tunnel of this neon refuse that eventually opens up into a breathtaking sight. It is a beautiful, sprawling city built underwater from these like jutting out signs, and there's a mixture of beautiful plant life that's growing on them and sequestering like lux from them in order to help themselves grow. There are massive like bridges between different pieces of refuse that seem to house people. Swimming around, you see large pale humanoids with like translucent skin, tentacles, and large gills on either side of their like kind of bulbous heads that swim about. They eye curiously but don't really get close as you all dive down. And it is a beautiful sight. You can tell that she's taking you on a scenic route, kind of. As she's going down, you see massive buildings and these people just like going about their daily business. And you see a courtyard. And in the courtyard, 4 large rocks with massive neon signage glow and spark in a circle, and inside the circle, with dozens upon dozens of these long, sharp, harpoon-like things, they're huge, that are piercing this being. There is a massive figure, a serpentine, snake-like being with large mandibles and tentacles spanning the length of its body, a mouth of serrated teeth open in a silent scream as it is pierced and nailed to the floor bed of this courtyard. And from it, you see, from these little harpoons, you see wires running up to the city beyond and up to Distos as well.
Wires up to Distos?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
MR, you know who this is. This is...
The Weaver.
That Needable?
Yes.
Assume anyways, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
fucking. Alright.
Yeah. And you see as you get close the shallow breaths that she's taking.
It's horrifying.
MR is visibly shaking her. Their fists are clenched very tightly upon looking at them. They seem to just be staring at it.
The dragon brings you in close and rests on the bed of the courtyard. You can disembark if you would like.
Disembark, if that's the vibes.
MR, yeah, takes off.
Getting off
Really?
is kind of goated when disembarking is the vibe. Sorry.
Crying.
Oh god. Oh,
Oh no!
yeah, I'm fine. I just
Stare at Sullen. What's he look like? What's he thinking? What's he doing?
I'm staring at MR.
He just looks bothered.
Can we speak
Yes,
underwater?
with water breathing.
Oh yeah. He doesn't speak though, actually.
Is,
long
is
as
everyone
you
else
Oh, honestly, that's pretty good.
is everyone else getting off?
Everyone else has gotten off, yes.
Is Valko just sitting there?
For a little while.
He's gonna kind of get off, but then stop because Valko is just sitting there.
He would follow him off.
Okay, off.
Do not, no matter how desperate you get, regard its words as trustworthy.
What the fuck? I think I might want to stay on the dragon for this once. I don't know.
Amar's just gonna like start approaching it.
Yeah, you get up to about there, and you see there seems to be some sort of like field that these stones are making, like containing it almost, and you get up to it, and it seems to be like a wall of force or something. You can't really get past it.
KJ is with MR, like backing them up, but is backing them up. Like is at least like 20-30 feet away.
I know you.
Oh my god.
Only MR hears in their head.
Are you aware of what I want to do to you?
Oh my.
Nothing that hasn't already been done.
We praised your name in our world for salvation. We were constantly beaten down by this world, only to be shown that I was only slave to you.
I did what I
is the-
could. Hooked up to this ventilator.
Then are we both just chained?
Seems like it.
Is MR speaking out loud?
Yes. Oh well, I mean, I would.
If you want to
Couldn't
be, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Valko is watching very intently.
Yeah. Me as well.
Am I supposed to feel pity for you?
I have never asked for your pity. I never asked for your worship.
Then why did you answer?
Because you were somewhere that I could. And I'm not a monster.
where does the rest of your power lie? Or is it gone? Is there any hope that I may restore what was taken?
There are... I don't need to show my hand to you. But I would be in your debt.
Are we hearing or seeing like any physical anything from the Weaver? Or is this just like there's no sign of what's going on right now besides MR speaking?
The Weaver seems to be... Every single one of its tentacles is pinned to the ground. You see, like, some parts of it are, like, floating, but it is not moving at all because it can't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So there isn't much. You might, if you get closer, you might be able to see, like, one of its eyes shift.
Okay. Just curious.
How does overcasting work in this?
Great question. I also need to know.
You get a level of exhaustion per level of the spell that you're casting. And then for higher level ones, it's worse. But...
Yikes.
If I have 1 lux left and want to cast a 2nd level spell, would I expend? Would I gain 1
You take
exhaustion?
1 exhaustion,
or-
yeah.
Okay.
I can guess what 2nd level spell you're casting. The only one you ever do.
30 feet? Oh, I have to get pretty close. It's okay. During this entire, like, exchange that MR is having, Malco was just, like, slowly and steadily creeping closer, basically. Until he's right here. And he's going to... Well, yeah, I guess he would have to take out one of his swords and start swinging it to cast a spell.
It makes this, like, weird sound under the water.
I'm trying to think if MR would notice this at all.
How focused is MR?
I mean, you're clearly in KJ's line of sight, but I don't even know if she'd do
I'm
anything.
in everyone else's line of sight.
I'm trying to think if I would, how focused I am really. MR is like still shakingly mad. I think they wouldn't notice.
Let's go. Alright, I'm casting Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Me in the club be
Wait,
like...
I don't have enough lux. What the fuck? Here we go. And, yeah, I'm casting it on the big creature.
Okay. First things first, because of an ability this thing has, what is your greatest desire?
Oh,
What?
Selin.
Oh, what is Rocco's greatest desire right now?
He's a character.
How specific
defined
does it
by
have
his
to be?
drive.
Whatever that means to you.
Power.
Okay. Okay. The thoughts you get on the surface, it's the same thought, like conglomerate that characterizes the mentors that you've seen before. It is the one thought that's overlapped.
Thoughted on it.
He
Well,
hasn't.
that's the one that we've seen
New
before.
for him.
Yeah. But it's the one thought that's overlapped again and again and again in different voices in their mind. Weave the world together. And the other, like, surface level thoughts you get are bubbling to the surface. There's a large amount of pain that rocks through this connection to you. You get, like, a headache immediately.
Okay.
Are you probing deeper?
This could end in some serious psychic
Not
damage
yet.
or something.
Okay.
If at any point the spell is getting close to ending, I will, though. But
Okay.
just a heads up.
Can you comprehend the mind of a creature like older than time?
Ready to make a new character.
Valko, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Any
Real quick.
backups?
Yes, I'm so good at that.
Okay.
5.
5,
Awesome.
big 5, big 5.
Massive 5.
Thank you.
God.
Okay.
This is good. It's fine. It'll be a good idea.
We have to fight Beatable and Valko at the same time.
Okay. The water chills in the air. Nothing else happens.
Oh.
Any more discussion?
Emar,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I tried. It's hard to weave when your hands are pinned. And what often ends up happening is a knot. But I tried.
Can I try and insight that? I
Sure.
wanna see if Needable is like trying to fake their pitiful kind of state they are in right now.
Sure.
Alright.
Roll
Why
insight.
I thought I had detect thoughts. And why would I have taken that spell when 2 people have it already?
Okay. Okay. This insight is strange because you're reading a creature that can't show body movement. It doesn't seem like they are faking any of their pain, any of their helplessness right now. They seem thoroughly pinned here. And I think that because of that, you know that they're not, like, garnering for your pity. You know that they're not trying to fake and throw you off guard. But you can't really know if they are actually sorry or not. That would have been probably 20 or above.
Who am I to believe that you, so powerful, would be brought to this state? Who?
Are you asking who brought me to the state?
Yes.
same people that brought you into existence. My power fuels the city. My life weaves it together. And they stuck me here. They tricked me. They shot harpoons into my side until I was pinned when I couldn't escape. And they hooked me up and left me as a battery to fund your initiative and to fund every other initiative that came after the war and during it.
We are you. Then
Lux is me. Soul is not me.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Like putting together what MR like meant with this about like potential connection to Neathole and all that. Is KJ like reacting at all to being this close to Neathole?
You are sparking up a lot. Your limiters are like, you're struggling to keep your limiters from just like popping out right now.
Okay.
It is,
I'm
you are
just, like,
more charged than you
rattling.
have been in quite some time.
Whoa. There's just little arcs of electricity bouncing through all my fingers. I probably back up like 5 feet. But I'm just like looking up in awe.
and if I kill you, the luck stops.
No. If you kill a weaver, it will not unravel their creations. You kill me.
Okay. No, go ahead.
What were we gonna say?
Well, KJ heard what MR said.
Yeah.
And I think just like not knowing that Needle's even talking, I think just says, if they die, do I die?
I suppose MR will turn around and just shake their head no, and then turn right back around.
Okay.
You will not die, Rabbit. You hear in your mind now.
Oh. Okay, just like eyes wide, looking up. Whoa.
Like, I'm back.
Just
Your
turns
life
to
is your
look at
own. You made your life your own. I do not control soul.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for the kickstart.
It's what I'm best at. It's all I'm good for right now.
KJ frowns.
What is your deepest desire, by the way?
Oh, that's my deepest desire. Thank you. I think it's easiestly pictured. I think there is dinner with KJ's family, all of them together in the burrow, um, without like the lingering sorrow of the loss that they had and the time that was gone when they were apart. But everyone just happy again. I think also KJ sees uh herself and Moray spending time together and at peace and putting the city into a better place where people are safe and people are looked out for.
Oh, my heart.
My heart. Okay. It pockets this information. Go.
Who does control the soul then?
Who controls this what? Sorry, I couldn't.
Who controls soul then?
Oh. I'm not sure that one's one of our creations. If I had to guess, it probably would have been probably would have been Keita. She was the spokesperson for humanity and the first one that the Harmony took.
He has left us, and
For an entire city.
what I need is for their souls to be brought again. Not for your lucks.
Like I said, you are not. But you have individual strings inside of you. I cannot untie you the way I am now. But I have hopefully given you a chance to.
MR is going to turn to Valko, I think. Actually, I guess they will just face the group.
KJ has sort of like a worried, sorrowful sort of expression. Just like
Can I dive
eyebrows crunched.
Kidji, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, just real quick?
Sure! Sure!
We love wisdom saves.
I love a wisdom save. A big +0. Yes. Oh, okay.
Okay.
14.
14.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
No.
Oh,
You're welcome. No.
MR turns to the group.
is my thing happening?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, okay. What save is it?
Wisdom, DC 16.
Cool.
How wise can effectively a god be?
Great question.
Not very.
Well, I'll be
Probably pretty
damned. It failed.
Probably stupid.
What did I tell you?
Whoa.
What did
It
I
failed.
just say?
How does that even work?
You're probing deeper into the mind of an ancient being.
Valko
Alright.
always wins.
Okay. So,
This is
first
probably
things
gonna
first.
backfire anyway, but that's okay.
Okay. First things first. You take.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I figured there was some damage coming. Oops.
You okay?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm idly questing in Fallout and accidentally jumped into a furnace and died.
Nice. First off, you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Yikes.
As this thing. You probe into this thing's mind and it is unknowable. This thing definitely uses its mind to communicate more than its, like, body. And its mind is so overdeveloped. Oh, like, there are layers upon layers upon layers that you are just diving through and you're not giving yourself the time to, like, actually pick through. That would be a higher level spell. This thing, you're essentially crashing through a bunch of gates of glass, but psychically. So you take that damage.
Yeah.
And I think that this cast of Detect Thoughts is going to work a little differently. I'll give you the choice. You can either have it work as intended, or you can ask me 2 direct questions, and I have to answer honestly.
We don't have a list.
No. I didn't know we were gonna contact Needleball.
Yeah, this is crazy. I did not expect today's session to include a meeting Needable.
I don't know. I just feel like Valko would have a list.
Valko didn't even know Needleball existed until a while ago. Like a
can
couple
just-
days ago now.
You can just default to the regular shit if you want to.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Okay. Its emotional state is in pain.
Okay. But
It's-
does it like it?
No, it hates it.
Oh.
Not a masochist.
Its reasoning, This is fun. You feel as you probe deeper, it attaches onto your mind. You know that it has a switch that it can flip to anyone that it talks to like this. That it can just charm them immediately. So it is in pain, but it's not able to, and it's not like able to get out or react, but it's able to still kind of affect the world around it.
Is this?
Um,
Sorry, go. No, go.
and something that looms large in its mind is regret. It is actually very upset that it can't help at Marmor.
Is Valko's pain visible?
Valko is clutching his face right now and is like very wide-eyed, intensely staring at Meatable.
Amar is going to walk up to
Also,
him.
he dropped one of his swords.
It's floating. That's there.
Is-
Slowly sinking.
Is he doing like the anime character thing where his fingers are like between his eyes and his hair's in his face?
Yeah.
I've already pictured it.
Amar is going to walk up to Valko and grab him by the collar.
Do you intend to listen to a word that I say?
Valko is kind of like stunned right now for a second and like doesn't, in the instant that you grab him and speak to him, he doesn't like process what just happened, and it's just kind of like stiffly standing in your grasp for a second. But after a moment he like shakes his head and he's like, what do you mean?
You are playing a dangerous game. You know
He frowns.
what happens. You have seen what happens. What are you doing to him?
Amar then turns over to Needable.
He probed my defenses.
I needed information. I can't say if it was worth it or not.
Have you taken a liking to him? Do you enjoy what he has to offer?
This is directed at Valko.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
You
It is
better
not
keep on
something-
not knowing.
It is not something I can understand. Is MR still grabbing Valko?
I think after he says that, they will let go. And then turn and face the group again.
What I am about to endeavor is, admittedly, for my people only. For the benefit of them, rather. I want to let you know this, as I have come to regard you as my comrade. And that where I may go, you do not need to lead. Or, rather, you do not need to come with.
What is your
Um,
plan?
Without even knowing, Blood's just gonna like nod and give a good cowboy salute. Like, hell yeah, do your thing.
Watching.
We'll turn back to Needable and go.
I will free you, and that will be the end of it. You will have no more to worship your name.
I would like nothing more.
Can I ready a
Thank-
spell?
I think KJ breathes like a huge sigh of relief hearing MR say, "I will free you."
Ready a spell.
Selin,
Jean,
what are you readying?
I'll DM you in chat.
Okay.
Do not ever make contact with me or my comrades. And once you have fixed this issue, then we can consider our marriage broken.
What's gonna happen to Emma?
Is MR breaking up with God right now?
Is MR gonna like cease to exist? What are they doing?
What's fucking happening right now?
Because they only exist because of the arrangement, right? Oh
Who
no!
knows?
Oh no!
Needaball is silent.
I am making a deal, a compromise. I was never a leader like her, but I watched her unite the tribes. And I want to see her again.
Everyone hears in their minds around here. A deal has been brokered.
Who said that?
Was it the voice of Needable or someone else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was the
what
voice of Needaball. It was the voice of God.
Whoa.
The voice of
Christ
freaking
almighty,
God
yes!
spoke out to
Yes, he's
you.
back, baby!
Blood's ears start bleeding.
Yes! Christ is real.
Blood just dies.
The Bible is real.
That would be fucking insane, Twist. You should do that soon.
Athena, you do spend the lux readying that spell.
Okay, yeah. Let me get rid of it.
Um,
I did not know you spent it when you have readied something.
yes.
Okay.
That is the problem with readying spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Zephrana kind of like... Uh-oh. Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
I-
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Zephrana kind of like shifts. And goes, then are we done here?
Yes.
Are we? I think. I think KJ just wants to like step forward a bit and just like bask in the glow for a moment.
Well, you get up to
Um,
there, and you are
Yeah.
met with a
you are
Oh,
cutting out a lot.
there's a field.
yeah. There's
Oh,
a field.
could I
Hello?
get up there too? You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like
hello? Are you
Hi.
hello.
Am I good? Fuck. Why is
Hello?
this
Hello,
not
you're
working?
cutting
hello.
out a bit.
Hi there.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
for
good
now.
now.
Yeah, I think I can hear
Yeah.
everyone. I don't understand what's going on.
Sadie's just cutting out for me a lot.
Yeah, she was for me too for a bit.
Oh,
Oh.
KJ's got her hand like on whatever barrier, just sort of like gazing into the fishbowl.
Yeah, I feel like Blood would scoot over too. You know, you only live once.
Might as well ponder the form of Needable.
I know. I was like, might as well get a good look.
Do not dwell.
Okay, I'm back. I think.
whoa, 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 whoa.
back.
You're back.
So,
What's
anyways, yeah,
happening?
I just scooted up a bit so that I could take a last glance if I'm
Okay.
you only live once.
Bartender, yeah.
Yeah, you press up against the. KJ presses up against the barrier, and the soft light shines through.
Her brows are furrowed, but her face has a smile, and then she turns and heads towards Zephyr.
Okay.
Solon is he's just been sitting here at the base this entire time. He's staring at Valakos so hard right now.
God.
It almost looks like he's getting sick.
My bingo sheet just happened to have an underwater version, so it works out perfectly for me. Yes.
Like looking at him is damaging his health or something.
Are we going then?
The market's
If-
on.
If I mark it's on, I'm getting on.
Okay.
Velcro
You all
gets on.
get on, and
He'll crawl on.
the Frana takes you back up the way you came, around the beautiful Luxon kelp climbed refuse and small little hovels that are built out of small little caves of neon machinery and neon signage. She takes you up through that hole and back into the world above.
Hmm.
Are we wet now?
Yeah, you're wet.
Damn it.
Whoa.
How do
I'm
you
assuming
plan
sitting.
to?
Go on.
How do
Never. Go on.
you? Ah!
Finish.
Okay.
The floor is
I
yours.
think KJ was just gonna ask, MR, how do you plan to free them?
Damar taps their hand on the cage for a moment.
My creators would know.
Oh. Do you think? Do you know who that is? Is that the one that Eatable mentioned?
The ones that they stuck him like a battery. Yes, I believe Needable mentioned they were one of the same.
KJ nods.
The issue now, it has been so many years. If they are not all dead, then finding what they have left will be difficult.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Do we still intend to go to the vault?
I don't see why not.
My priorities have shifted a bit, but I will still assist you.
I would prefer if we were to prioritize the vault first.
We will see how this turns out.
Before we go too far, did anyone recognize that description that she gave about the air genasi with the tattoo that wrapped around all cool like, and I perfectly describe everything she just said.
Oh,
It
wow.
wasn't a tattoo, it was a scar. But
Fuck.
yes.
Scar is exactly what I
Um,
meant to say.
Tattoo is like a form of scarring when you think about it. So
That's true.
just scarring with ink.
I need to ask before this continues, what is the order of people in the dragon? I'm assuming Selen is behind Valko, but is Valko in front of everyone else or in the back or what?
I'd like to
More-
think that blood is snug in the middle, so.
I'd like to think that Selen has his arms wrapped around Valka's waist.
I mean, yeah.
Valko and Selen are probably at the back.
Okay,
So,
then KJ would have gotten on just after MR, so
Yeah.
I
Okay,
guess
so
maybe
it's-
toward the front.
yeah, it's MR, KJ, Blood,
Blood.
Valko, Selen.
Okay, then yeah. So before this continues, he will unwrap one of his arms, and go and like touch the back of Valko's head and like move his hair aside where MR hit him with the cube.
Yeah. You see a
What does it look like?
You see a dried like scab area. Like you
He
would.
presses on it.
What are
It
you
hurts.
Ow, that hurt hearing you say he presses on.
I know, I was thinking that too. I was like, damn.
Like sticking his thumb in there. Just-
It is silent for a moment, and then he stops doing that. It doesn't say anything.
Why were you doing this?
I was looking.
For what purpose?
It does not matter. What was up with Blood's description?
Oh yeah,
No,
who
it
recognizes
just felt
Blood's
very oddly
description?
familiar to maybe people that may not have heard it the first time. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did it?
while you're while you're doing whatever
Blood cut
it is
him
that
off
you were
with
doing.
that.
Yeah. Blood describes this person and you remember someone from a long time ago in the university up in Kirsch. The
A long time ago could be anywhere between 7 to 6 years ago. Well, actually, 7 to 1 year ago.
it was more like 3-ish years ago.
Okay, so like in the middle of his like degree
Yeah, basically.
air quotes because they aren't real here.
Yeah, you remember someone from this description, an Aragenasi with the Lichtenberg kind of scarring on their torso that wraps around their neck. You remember them by the name of Professor V. They just went by that description.
Oh, a professor.
They were an associate lecturer of the idea of planar dualism and magical diaspora theory.
God, do you think Athena knows what these words mean?
I'm very curious as to what magical diaspora theory is. As Eris. I think the words are meaningless to KJ.
Do I know what this means? Because I sure don't.
It's definitely not in your... It's like, you probably maybe have heard the words before, but you know that it's not your field at all.
Is it like this one dude is like he's pioneering the field? Like
Basically, yeah.
I can't
he's the
figure
only
out.
thesis on it.
I can't. Well, like, what language is that in? we got our root word.
Planar dualism, two plane ideas kind of thing, and magical diaspora is spread out magic kind of thing.
But it also would imply it all came from one central place and then was
Yes.
like spread likely by force.
Okay, so
if-
this
if
is
the
the Big
term
Bang
diaspora
theorist
is
of Ikeh.
Oh.
Pancreas or Big Bang?
Pancreas.
Oh my god. It
He
all
said no
circles back.
pancreas. Okay, so blood gives that description, and that is when he lets go of the back of Alco's head. I guess.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, you do know that person?
No,
Oh.
I do not know that person. I am familiar with the description.
My bad for not asking in different words.
So you're not like personal with them, but you know who they are.
They were a professor for things I was not involved in.
Do you think they'd still likely be professing as a professor? Blood never going to any academics.
Unless they quit, moved to a different academy, or got fired, I would assume not. Their name bothers me.
We don't
Why?
have to say it.
There are too many things that start with the same letter entering my life.
I'm
There's
guessing it starts with a V then?
Veronica. Victor. Valerie. Blood will
I
start
don't
reciting
know.
every name they can think of.
And that starts with a V.
The way that starts with a V.
It was just V.
Oh,
Oh.
so I guessed it then.
You've seen it written out as VEE or just V as well.
Professor V. Do you know what Professor V specialized in? It wasn't what you were studying?
Dual planar stuff and magic spread from a singular point.
Kind of like
It is
the
a
way
word
harmony
I am
spreads.
not. It is a word I am not familiar enough with to remember.
Fair enough.
Why?
Well, I mean, if we are attempting to prohibit harmony from destroying shit, I just thought it might be a good idea to check up on this professor and see what he's been up to the past 5 years.
I meant, why have you brought this description up?
Because that's who infected our dragon friend.
Well, we don't know
We
that,
suspect-
but that is the last thing they remember.
Would
Oh.
you mind explaining how long ago that was?
Yeah, so 5 years ago, Miss Dragon had a little brunch with this Air Genasi. Blurry shit. Oh no, I forgot my desires. Blurry shit, I forgot to be nice to people. Blurry, boom, boom. Oh, I'm back 5 years later. How'd I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sullen knows not to fight it.
Why would a
Are you-
professor be spreading harmony?
I
Well, I
can
guess that's
actually
kinda
think
what
of a lot of
prophets
reasons
do.
for that. It is not unreasonable to think a professor would do something like that.
If I was a professor, I would attempt something similar.
You know,
This-
that makes sense actually. Ralco, you would be the perfect professor to
Ralco
commit this kind
nods.
of crime.
As what? Like a real life
was-
experiment?
I just think that in an
Yes.
alternate universe, Valco is a professor at a very prestigious institution and
yes.
might have some side plots that involve world domination and gay smut.
This is a very grim reality.
It is not something I had ever intended to make known, but since the conversation is here, I will add my thought. I am of the opinion that Valco would make a very good addition. He would excel as someone like me. However, he would not exhibit the same restraint I have to put on myself with ethics.
If I was not raised for combat, I believe I would be a scholar.
Me too, man.
I believe you believe that.
This is... Yes,
He nods.
but
I feel like the life of combat would have still chosen you somehow.
you would
Either
You
combat or
create-
just violence and
you
fuckery.
would create problems.
Hmm.
Okay, your turn, Cylon. If you didn't have this life and you were an alternate universe, what do you think you would be?
Why is this the current discussion?
Because it's team building and interesting to think about. KJ, you're up next.
Oh shit.
You're on
Know what-
deck.
You know what would be great? The this conversation being had over a cup of noodles or not on my back.
Would you
Let's go too.
explain the parameters of this alternate universe?
It is nothing like this one, so the opportunities are pretty vast and infinite.
Shall we go to a public location to discuss this?
Yeah, let's get some dinner or something.
Wonderful
I think we
idea,
could all
Valko.
use a bite to eat.
She landed.
Yeah, she's
Are we all
landed.
just
She's been land.
Yeah, you've been sitting on her back as she's.
Probably around the conversation it started, MR got off and started walking.
Yeah, Amar's just gone.
He slides off and kind of like buckles as he hits the ground and catches himself.
He's so frail. Oh.
Falco is technically more frail.
I
love
will go back to my house, but again, Valko, I
It's great
am
to meet you.
in your debt. Thank you. It was great to meet you too.
If I can think of a way in which you can repay me, I will let you know.
I'm very good at tinkering.
Oh.
I am not well versed in the art of tinkering.
You were gonna say tinkery, I know it.
I was, but I don't know if tinkery is a word.
She takes off before you're able to like finish the sentence, so you have to live with that now.
Is it
And you are
even a
innocent.
fact that in this alternate reality we would exist? He starts
know,
walking
it's-
just towards the town.
That is a specific condition. Yeah, we'd all need to exist.
It's just kind of
We
like
should
a
go
game
to the
for
place
fun.
we had dinner the first
Do you know
night
what
we
fun
met.
is? But I agree, Valko.
He
That was a
looks
very nice
genuinely upset.
Oh, shit. Is that what's fun for you? Is that okay? Sorry.
It's not.
The details aren't what make you have fun, because that
No.
seems like that would be true.
They're not.
Okay, I'll give you a more condensed version. If you were a civilian that was born and raised in a very small, humble town, and you had the career paths provided by said smaller situation, which one would you pursue, do you think, if there was no war or violence or need for being sad?
You just actually, I don't want to answer this with that added stipulation at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, if there was violence, where would you be?
Combat.
For some reason, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh shit.
I
feel
have
like a baker. Like I can see you just like fucking kneading dough and beating that shit and putting it
There
in the
was-
oven.
a branch at the academy for blade singers and the like, and some Zorians were there, and it was my pastime to observe them when I was not working.
Well, there you go.
No wonder you're staring at Valko so much.
That's not related.
Oh, I look at blood.
I have like the bingo sheet out. And there's a box that says denial is a river in Egypt.
I did not
Your
hire
husband is
him
gay.
for being a blade singer.
Why did you hire him?
Because he self-advertised very aptly.
He is good at that.
That is a great description.
When
It is.
I do not need to continue, I guess.
No, we're set. We're listening.
We're eating
The
noodles.
floor is yours. This
They
is
like
my
ordered
version
it,
of
you just
fun.
didn't even realize.
Yeah, we're already there.
Yeah, you can be already there, and it costs 4 silver for a bowl each. But you were
I'm
able
going.
to get some food.
This is not something I am going to say in front of him.
I'd like to think
Valko
that we all
stares at
slowly
him.
turn and look at Valko, waiting for him
And
to take a step back for 5 minutes.
Valkyr is looking at Celis.
He eats his noodle, a noodle.
One singular noodle.
It's one noodle.
He's not looking at him.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Don't worry, Valko. We'll call you back when they're done.
Must you hide this?
The
Does
torture
it-
in your voice.
Upset you.
Valko like stares at the table for a second.
Why must you be so curious about this?
Information relating to myself seems of interest to me.
For why?
Is this a genuine question?
He looks at him with complete innocence.
Aww.
Is it not natural to be curious of information about yourself?
I actively avoid knowing what people think or say about me, so...
I think it's pretty natural. I think most, or a lot of people, probably want you. Not to say that you're different from most people. Sorry, so.
I don't know. I feel like if someone wants to say something and doesn't want Valko to hear, that he has every right to make Valko just take a couple steps back so I can hear all the tea. That's just what I think. And I think it's very moral and ethical and fair in other important synonyms.
If this is what the table desires. Valko stands up and like walks.
I feel like he
some
walks
sake or
away
something.
just enough that he can actually hear, but it looks like he can't.
I know. We're like, one
That's
more
what I-
step. Turn
He's-
around.
Yes, he would do that, and also he would be staring at just someone that is sitting down at a table. It
This
does not
innocent
matter who
bystander.
he is
Like
just
one-
doing it.
So
There's a
he's
small
pretending-
lepikari who's like slurping a bowl of soup, and as they put this bowl of soup down, you're just staring at them. You go,
He like
Hi.
slowly gulp.
Okay, so
Do you
he's
enjoy your soup?
that happens in the corner.
I'm so happy.
is pretending he cannot hear this.
Yes.
He stares at him for a moment, then looks at everyone.
Blood scoots in just like a little closer.
You wish to hear that bad.
I'm having fun.
I was going to say that when I found him, he was performing in between advertising himself for work. Well, I sought him out, but I did not know where he was. It is evident based on his performance that he is a very accomplished swordsman. His footwork is delicate, and his blade work is beautiful and precise. His balance is perfect. For such a physical display, a proper amount of both dexterity and strength is required to move a long sword that quickly and twist your body on repeat without tiring or straining yourself. I paid attention to the way his muscles flexed. His body advertised that he was quick, could hit where he wanted, and could hit hard. He is ambidextrous, so his musculature is evenly trained on both sides. He can play two separate parts of the same melody at the same time with the left and right hand, whilst continuing his display of physical ability and adapt that is needed. He advertises himself, all of that, with just the way he moves. There was no room to question whether or not he should be hired. To add, he presents physically well and communicates clearly. So, it was unrelated to the fact that he had been anything like anything I enjoyed watching before.
Selen.
Also,
What?
Zorian mercenaries are reputable to be good. They are commonly used for the crown.
Why wouldn't you tell him that?
Oh, we cannot. We cannot
No.
Do you
expand
really-
his ego wider than it may already be.
Okay,
There is
true.
no need for him to hear praise from someone like me. He has enough for himself.
Period.
That's true. That's fair.
He knows his worth. I do not need
If it
to
wasn't
reinforce it.
Valco, though, that's a very nice thing to tell someone.
Was this a decision made purely on analysis? Or
Oh.
Yes. I was looking for a guard.
Inside check. I want to roll an
Inside check. Inside check.
Athena, private roll me a deception or persuasion. Good choice.
I don't think it was just analysis. I think you're lying to yourself. I imagined that whole time that as you were going and as Selen's picking up speed in his description, KJ and Bud are just leaning like closer and closer in.
Blood, do you want to make an insight check too?
Hello?
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 no?
I just lost
Hello?
everyone for a second.
You good?
Yeah, sorry. What did I miss?
Are you gonna make an insight check?
Make an insight check.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank God.
Plus
Thank God I have a plus fucking 7.
Um.
am I the DC?
Yes.
Do I need to re-roll because I did give our background today, our summary, our recap. That's the word. Sorry.
No, you
You're
don't
gonna
need to
use
reroll.
your fucking your inspiration.
Do you want
Yeah,
to?
my inspiration. Should I? Will I need to?
It's up to
Do
you.
you get to know that?
Do I get to know that?
I don't think so. I think you just gotta go for it if you want to
Oh
do it.
damn! I was really hoping someone would tell me. No, I feel pretty good with a 15.
Okay.
I don't feel
Um,
great, but I feel pretty good.
Selen, give Blood a little tiny morsel of what Selen's feeling right now.
Oh.
He said yes.
Okay.
He said yes.
He answered MR's question.
Oh.
That is true.
Okay, but analysis is a very vague word. I just want to say, and that could mean a lot of things. Also, my son is going to have a seizure unless I let him out. So
Ah.
I'm going to let him piss real quick outside.
I
Okay.
truly thought you had a child for a moment.
Yeah.
Guys, he's a dog. He will always
A
be a
child
dog.
who experiences seizures when he doesn't
He
kiss.
just needs to go shit outside. He's heaving in the whole one. Okay, no one's gonna have a seizure. Everything's okay. I'll be right back.
We will wait.
Y'all want to take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
I gotta shit.
I will
Alright,
piss.
I'll get a drink. I'll do the.
I gotta
Okay.
They
shit
shit
and get a
and
drink.
pissing
Yeah.
and losing their minds. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
What did you do? Oh, right, you're playing
Oh,
Fallout.
Wasn't a big deal at all. I'm adding additional power armor stations
Hmm.
so I can make all my sets, because I also think that part of what's making my fucking wait, did it just teleport my power armor from downstairs? That is not what I wanted at all.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go pee.
Wait, what the fuck? Can I only have one set of power armor at each location?
I am back.
Howdy.
I opened shrimp chips in the middle of this and started eating them, and I was like, oh my god, my breath smell like shrimp, and it upset me so hard, and then I drank water and it was fine.
Good.
That's what was happening when Needleball was being spoken to.
Yes. You were having your little shrimp chip.
It's weird. They don't taste like anything. They taste like styrofoam, but they got this shrimp aura. Like you put your nose in the bag and you're like, whew, that's shrimp. But if you put it in your mouth, it's like
Yeah.
this isn't anything. It doesn't even smell like one. Oh, maybe if you like, that smells bad.
You get real in there.
Like stick it up your nostril a bit.
I'm back.
I didn't. Like in
Push
back.
it in a little bit.
No. It's been so long.
It has been a long time.
We're
since
talking
we pushed
about-
it in a little
We're
bit.
talking about shrimp chips up your nostril.
Ah, fun.
Pushing it in a little bit.
Pushing it in.
Pushing it in a little bit.
The shrimp chips up my nostril.
Cream cheese
I have.
Shrimp
up
chip.
your nostril.
Shrimp
Oh.
chip.
Sure.
Chip
Can
of the
you
shrimp.
Cream? Those are two very
Cream
different
cheese
things.
up your
Cream of the cheese.
Just me snorting cream cheese over here.
Is it cream of the cheese or cheese of the cream? Would cream cheese be?
It's cream of the cheese.
I think.
I think it's cheese of the cream.
Yeah, it's cheese of the cream.
Fuck.
I feel like it's cheese of the cream in my heart.
It's
That makes
illegal.
more sense to me because I think you could make cheese out of cream.
But you can also
but
make
not
cream out of
probably-
cheese.
Yeah, I don't know
Can
if
you?
you can do that.
Actually, you can't really decurdle something,
How
can
would
you?
you? Yeah, decurdle.
Forgot how cream is made.
This is stupid. Why can I have additional like full power armor sets in pieces, but I need to
You
like
could, like
find
melt
a
the
rig
cheese.
in the world in order to actually make a new set?
Like, what if you
Yeah.
melted the cheese and whipped it up again?
You'd have slop. I feel like.
No, but like, what if you whipped it? You know?
And you get whipped cream.
whipped the melted cheese. You ever does this exist in real life? I feel like I've heard or felt this concept in my body before. Like a whipped cream can, but it disperses cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Cheese-
exists.
that's a
cheese
thing.
whiz.
Cheese
Is
whiz.
okay, is that not
No.
cream of the cheese?
No.
Cream of the cheese. It's well,
No.
I see what you're
That
saying
could be
because
cream
it's
of
sort
cheese.
of whipped
If
cheese.
someone
yeah.
if someone called that cheese cream, I would be like, okay.
What if someone called it whipped cheese?
It sounds like
Whipped
something
That
cheese
makes
Cole would
more
say.
sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but like whipped cheese, is that not like cheese creamed?
I don't think so.
Creamed cheese?
Creamed cheese.
Anyway, don't snort it.
Yeah.
The-
Sadie.
Mhm.
I had never recruited Kate in this game, and I know she was your favorite, I'm pretty
She
sure.
was,
and
yeah.
I get it now.
Kate is
Kate fucking
the battle girl, right? The one
Yeah.
that, yeah,
And, like,
I liked her.
a lot of her story is her overcoming drug addiction, which is
Yeah.
pretty
Mhm.
sick.
All I know in Fallout is that one time, I did something for a guy, I don't remember, and then I think he was like, "Oh, I guess I have to shoot myself now," and I was like, "Nah, shoot people for me." And he was like, "Yes," and then that was what happened for the rest of the game.
Right.
What Fallout
I-
game were you playing?
Four, probably. I don't know. I
Okay.
only have one. That's
New
my
Vegas
that's my
is the only one
memory.
she has.
Oh, New Vegas. That's my only memory of what happened.
Vegas.
Is I think that's how it went down. I just remember he was like, "Oh, my life is over," and I was like, "It's not over because you're gonna follow me," and he was just like, "Yeah." So he did.
Yeah, it sounds like most Fallout companions.
Then I'd be walking around and some dude was like, "Hey, come check this out." So I followed him into an alleyway and he was like, "Look, it's a dead body behind a dumpster." And I was like, "That's cool." And he was like, "Yeah." And then he went to shoot me and my guy shot him because he shoots people for me instead of himself.
Instead of himself. I gotta upgrade one of my guns here.
This is the real strat to hiring a bodyguard: is find a suicidal man and say, "What if you did this to other people instead?"
Selling. They're not selling. Fucking
That's true and a good idea.
Irene.
This is kind of true. What do you mean that's true and a good idea?
It's a good idea to convince someone to murder people for you.
Yeah, find yourself a little murder
Especially
boy.
a mentally unstable person.
You know how
Yeah.
it goes.
You get what you want if you find the right subjects.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, where's MR? Where's Vel? Oh, I know where Vel is. Where's Danny?
Is Danny not here?
Danny's walking their dog, I believe, still.
Oh yeah, the boy.
Oh, I thought they were just like
The
letting
boy.
their dog outside.
No, they live in an apartment complex, I believe.
I see.
Piper has a perk that I want early. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, she's the
More
more
XP
experience
for
every time you
discovering
find
stuff,
things.
right?
Yeah.
I agreed with someone. Welcome back. Someone told me they wanted to play a game with me, and then I had to not play the game for like a month. And then I messaged them and I was like, "I'm back, we can do it now." And they were like, "Okay," told me to download mod packs, and then never told me they were launching it or fucking anything. It just never contacted me again.
Oh.
But then I came online on Steam for 2 seconds at a time I was busy and did not want to play the game. And the moment I came online, they launched the game, and I was like, "What the fuck? You can't do that!" So I went offline.
Nice.
It's like, why not just tell me you're ready to do it? Don't wait for my online signal and then just launch it and then be like, "Show up." Like, what if I was busy? Which I was. I was gonna play Risk of Rain with my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
They
what
seem
little I heard of it.
they seem to interact with me based on if I'm online or not, and it's like that's the worst way to
That's
interact with
that-
me.
really odd.
Why would you do that?
You really just need to, like, yeah.
Just
like, common
talk to me.
The common courtesy should just be like, throw out a message even when you're offline, and then like, wait for a response.
It's
That's
like, oh,
I mean,
I'll
some
catch her
people
when-
don't answer when they're not online though, so
It's like,
I mean,
oh, I'll
yeah,
catch her
but,
when
like-
she's online. When will I ever?
Where is... Here we go.
Some people don't, but like if they don't, just message them again when they're online. I don't care.
like if I don't message Cole when he's online, he just will not read my message, and that's
That's
just something that I'll have to live
true.
with.
Oh, why not just like copy
True.
paste it to him again so we can see you sent it twice?
I usually
That
will
feels
reply
shitty.
to my own message and so I think I have literally said bump in our DMs before.
I was gonna say bump.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Did
I
you
do the little
ever-
like
Fucking
carrot, but
awesome.
Did you ever watch the video I sent you, Aries?
Oh, the alien stage one?
Yeah.
I
Didn't think
have to
so.
catch up. I'm a cringer, but I will. I just need to look at our DMs and then be like, "Oh yeah, this is in here," and then watch it.
It's the most recent thing in there.
it's so
You know-
sad.
What
When
do
are
you mean
prepared-
that's sad?
It's no the most recent alien stage.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think it was sad. I just thought it was the shit ever.
The shit of all time.
Fine.
It's tragic.
That shit crapped.
It's all tragic. I'm watching someone gets executed every episode. That's the name of the game, baby.
I don't know why that shit crapped really got me. It's got Pig took a shit in the mother toilet energy.
What
You
are
know
you
that?
saying?
She
Oh,
took a shit in the mother toilet.
What? Hmm?
I don't know this either.
What? No! I'm
I'm
all
sorry.
alone! Where's Danny? Danny probably knows this.
Took
I
a
really
shit
like
in
the
the mother
direction.
I
toilet.
just noticed that video has the audio thing in the bottom
Yeah,
right.
it does.
No. Why would
She
it
took
do
a
that?
When are you
massive shit in the
returning to-
mother toilet and it clogged.
What am I, what?
When are you returning to Castle Danganronpa?
True.
One day.
I have the other
I don't want
Danganronpa
to come
games
back.
and haven't played them because I'm like, we're supposed to be finishing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
I would finish it, but I don't want to go back.
Yeah, yeah.
I will be
Guess I
right
could-
back. I'm gonna say goodnight to Anne real quick.
I guess I could like.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
I am in the middle of D&D, but I wanted to say goodnight.
Oh yes, it's getting late,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go to sleep. I hope D&D's going well.
it is. It's going real well.
Good.
I love you.
Well, I love you too. Love you bunches. I lost at Magic with my brothers and hung out with my dad, and tomorrow we're gonna go to the gym. And that is your update on my life.
Good.
Enjoy D&D, my love. I won't keep you.
Okay. I love you.
I love you lots. Talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I think that one's worse than the original Among Us baby.
Wait, I can get the glow stick one.
I still
The
don't
glue stick
understand
one?
why, in the context of link click, like, I don't know why they decided to make the Among Us babies at all. I don't get it.
I mean, I feel like that's something that happens with a lot of, like, anime that gets, like... I don't know how popular Link Click was, but, like, I feel like
Look at
there's
these
a version of that
fuckers.
for, like, fucking...
God damn, they're so straight.
There was an anime that I watched that had a version that was like just like chibi, and it
Yeah, I
sucked.
know there's some that have
Hitalia.
like weird chibi
Yeah,
Hitalia.
things.
Fucking Bungo Stray Dogs has the little chibi miniseries.
I want to watch Bungo Stray Dogs, but
It's not. Don't watch it. Go read the manga. The show ruins it. It fucking sucks.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
As a manga reader who went and watched the show, no.
Someone recommended it to me specifically.
Is
Oh
the
no, wait.
the
no, go
anime,
ahead.
they didn't know what they were doing with it. They had an appeal and it had a sense of humor, and they took the sense of humor and decided to make it stupid by making it obviously humorous. And the only reason it was funny in the first place was because they played it completely straight. Also, they also added this like weird gag where like the main character always lands face first, ass up in the air like a pathetic little man, and it's like that doesn't exist in the manga. He doesn't do that. Like, this show is just weirdly reactionary for no reason.
Reaction.
What's reactionary about him being a weird little man?
No, like the characters, they're like it's
a reaction tuber is what
yeah,
you're
it was like
Oh, I see.
like there's like this shit in the show where like someone says something that's mildly off, and then the characters like go into chibi mode and they're like, wait, and then they
Did
start
that
yelling
just
and they're
happen?
like, what did you just mean by that? And then it like cuts back and it's like it's
Oh,
like,
I see.
you know, like they go crazy mode, and it's like it sucks. It's not like that in the manga.
Well,
They're just
yeah.
normal in the manga. They're normal, and that's what makes it good.
Well,
So
Full Metal
they're-
Alchemist also does the chibi thing a
That's
lot.
true.
I forget, wasn't there a character from Bungo Stray Dogs that you said was like the EJ?
Oh yeah. Except I remember he was problematic for some reason.
Oh yeah. So now DEJ is worse character.
DJ is
DJ is
mentally ill.
problematic.
Nothing they did
Yeah.
was ever problematic.
Here, I'll send a bunch of gifs of him at once.
DEJ is my little scrungus. They could never do anything wrong. Like trying to kill the president.
Yeah.
They're just mentally ill. They can't help it.
Well, trying to kill the president is okay.
Yeah. That's unless if it was God bless her Hillary Clinton.
Since this guy,
Hashtag girl.
No
Hashtag
horny.
Hillary.
I don't really know what's going on in the Kin Society.
In society is pretty good. Why does he have like America? Right.
Sparkly America.
Yeah.
Is this Italia?
No, this is Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is Italia.
No.
There's an American flag. It must be Italian.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
how it
looking-
is.
I'm looking for the.
Yeah, the guy next to him is Mexico, actually.
Oh, also, this is like a nitpicky complaint, but they made one of the characters into like a Tumblr sexy man, and he doesn't look like that in the manga. And he's like an interesting character in the manga, and he's not an interesting character in the show because they Tumblr sexy manified him.
Damn.
No.
Like, it's just not the same guy.
That's a shame.
Has anyone here watched or read Dungeon Meshi yet? Because I really
I
Yeah.
have not yet.
I
Yeah.
like
I'm
Athena and I
reading
have
it.
been watching it, and Athena started reading it also.
It's
I'm
a very
almost-
good. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm almost caught up with where we are in this show.
It's a very fun thing. It's a very fun manga to read. I read through all of it, and because I think the show loses a little bit, but it's still pretty faithful. I mean, it's fucking Studio Trigger, so you know, they're pretty good at that shit, usually, I imagine.
So far, I've mostly found that the show makes them like a little less like unwell than they are in the manga at
Yeah.
times. Like
That's
that,
where yeah.
that scene with Chilchuck in the room, if you know what I'm talking about.
With the mimic? Or
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like way more dynamic and panicked feeling in the manga, and like at the end he looks a lot more worn out and unwell from the event than he does on the show.
Oh yeah, everyone
He
is
looks like
fucking
just mildly pissed in the show. I don't know.
Are those girls gay for real?
You're talking about Marcel and
I think
why
so.
did I forget her name?
I haven't started the show.
The blonde
Fallen.
the blonde girl and the slightly less blonde girl.
Yeah.
It is very, very, very heavily implied, yes, because I think the author likes girls.
They feel gay. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Because that adds motivation to watch it sooner. I'll probably watch it with Scrap soon, but I haven't started.
Although
Yet.
I will say they don't get very many scenes together.
it's sad. Well,
At least
Yeah,
not in
it's
the
sad.
anime so far.
Isn't there that one that like just happened though with them that everyone was freaking out about?
Always a
Yeah,
while
there's
ago.
one scene.
there's
Okay.
one scene.
standard gay lady relationship in a piece of media.
But there's
that people are
there'll
like,
be
this is the greatest representation ever.
there's
So
still
the-
they call back to it a lot, but there's reasons why like it's
There
that
is-
scene and then
There's
a
a
lull.
reason they're
And-
not doing it.
And also, like, one of them is like, even when the other is not around, is like clearly like pretty obviously gay about her. So it's fine.
Yeah. It's good. That's a pretty good get.
I love cooking.
Cooking
I love the
mama.
bubbling red sauce.
Franklin's roiling hot. Franklin's roiling crimson brew.
Hello.
Oh my god. Conversation continued.
I don't know what these
Oh,
names
no.
are, but I think it's Selin and Valko.
We've been on break, so it's just been talking
Especially
about
the
Dungeon
rock. I do paper. That's very Selin and Valko.
Okay. Do we continue now?
Let us continue.
You got your insight check. He answered MR's question. He said yes.
And then I think Blood went on a rampage about how analysis is a very vague term.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's where you left off.
Oh yeah, and then I was talking about my son, who's a dog.
And not a baby.
Who's a dog. You guys, he's just a dog, don't worry.
So what's happened? What's going on? What's happened?
Yeah.
He is staring.
KJ Slurp Noodle.
Valko is still, I guess, a ways away,
staring at that
someone.
person. Oh, can we
Can
call
I
him
can I
back?
help you?
No.
He's making someone
No.
uncomfortable. We should probably call him back. Falco!
He always does.
When I
that.
say that, like I twist up some like a piece of napkin and like flick it at him, cowboy style.
You're gonna cowboy flick him with the cowboy paper, cowboy napkin?
Yeah, cowboy style. I like to think that you hear like a
Secret
little
menu
guitar twang right when it hits you.
So yeah, he turns to MR. It was based on analysis, yes.
Valko would return to the table if called.
Is there any other reason you hire someone to protect you?
Oh hey Valko, you were back. Damn
Yes.
it! I wasn't able to answer a question that Selin asked me, but I'm not going to tell you what it was because that's not your business.
Why was I called
Anyways.
back to the table?
Because it's KJ's turn.
Oh. Oh.
KJ, if you
Oh,
were in an
shit.
alternate universe, MR, you're on deck.
I'd probably be like a florist.
Oh, I could totally see that.
I really like them. I like how they're all different colors and they smell different ways, and then I eat them sometimes.
You're like, I'd probably have a carrot farm because I'm a rabbit.
I mean, I probably would have a carrot farm. I don't want to play into stereotypes, but I mean, I do like carrots. Yeah, I'd
I
have a carrot
also
farm.
like carrots. I dig your carrot farm.
I just, my hungry ass could never be a florist. You know what I'm saying?
It's my hungry ass.
He pulls out a piece of paper and starts writing something.
What about you, Val? Wait, didn't we already
No,
do that?
Valko was first. MR's
Oh,
next.
yeah.
MR kind of just like waves her hand like, no, we don't have to get into that.
I honestly am racking my brain and I can't think of an alternate universe that would be different than the one we're in now.
I would be a dog.
My answer would be to bleed.
Hmm.
That
For
was
what
not the
reason
time.
would you be a
I
dog?
see.
You do not strike me as a dog.
Thank you.
Maybe like a ferret. He looks at
This is
Valko.
not a compliment.
Dogs are the best. You could never be a dog.
It is not an insult either.
Cat just like curls up, like ignoring you.
Good soup.
But this hypothetical would not exist anyways, so
That's the fun part.
in what way?
In the way that there doesn't have to be a right answer, and whatever couldn't happen is fun to think about.
When is the line drawn between what could and could not?
But apparently, you can summon anything into reality, as we know the boogeyman is real. So don't think too hard. Well, I guess you could think
What
hard
is the
enough.
boogeyman?
I guess that's
Who is this
manifestation.
boogeyman?
Who is the boogeyman? I thought everyone knew about the boogeyman.
Valko said it like it was a guy who really likes dancing.
I hate to disappoint you, but it is far worse.
Oh.
Will you explain?
What was that?
Will you explain this figure?
Well, my only version that I can explain perfectly would be that of my grandma's version. She went by Grandma BB, although
Grandma
her name was
BB has her
Bernice.
own boogeyman.
Well, I mean, that's where I got my lore.
I believe they are stating
it's a
this is
folk
an
story.
oral tradition.
I
Oral
understand
tradition?
now.
Yeah.
Oh, why did y'all just look so disinterested all of a sudden?
Continue.
Well, no. Not if you don't want to know about it. Don't want to
I want to know.
disrespect my
I want to
grandma.
know.
There was no statement that anyone did not want to know about this.
Facts.
I am
Well,
intrigued by your story.
now that everyone's interest is piqued, my grandma baby, she was a fierce woman back in the day, a couple hundred years ago when I was not as old as I am now. She would tell me stories about shadows coming to life and the boogeyman coming up from underneath your bed and watching you in your sleep, sometimes snatching you if you didn't wash your dishes after certain meals and didn't finish your chores on time. You could start losing limbs. It was
Losing
pretty crazy.
limbs?
The
Oh, yeah.
boogeyman is a disciplinary
That's what
figure.
happened to my brother Jesse.
Concentrates on the table. Is there any religious figure that sounds similar to this?
I hope not.
Roll a religion check.
What limb did Jesse lose?
Not religious. You have heard stories of a being called the Man in Black, or a being called the One Who Rides at Night, or just different monikers for like a folk tale that's like that. Usually up in Deadwood, but
The Hat Man.
essentially.
That's his sacred name.
How did you know?
How did you know? The meanest cowboy of the desert.
This is similar to other oral traditions in different areas.
My friend Benny Drill knows them well.
Oh my god.
What is the purpose of this story?
Well, I think it was misled parenting. But I don't know. I guess I mean, if keeping your family from starving isn't a good motivator, then maybe the boogeyman will get you to do your shit.
Are you implying that people's parents are afraid of this creature?
The way they talk about it so openly, I think that they don't realize how afraid they should be.
It is to scare their children.
Yeah, not the best parenting tactic, but it really got my chores done.
Fear is a solid motivator.
He looks
I'm
confused.
saying, evil professor. I really see it. I just really see it. Just you having a bunch of like little younglings, like Valkings, and saying shit like that.
Valkings.
I fear I've made a great mistake.
Empire's claws go into the table.
It's a metal table
Oh.
here too, so you're
Oh shit.
No other
Is there a
response from
problem?
Problem?
Problem, troll face?
You know, I just happen to have a lot of joints in this pocket that I've been trying to get rid of. How about y'all come have a little smoke sesh at my psychiatrist facility?
Sure.
We've had a long day. We almost got eaten by a fucking dragon. And then whatever that underworld was.
KJ, your radio pipes up. And it's like
Ring ring.
static, and then it's your mother. KJ, we're packed up. We're ready to leave. Is our home safe to go back to, or?
Howdy. KJ here. Yeah. The burrow's good. We were there earlier, just making sure everything's okay. Do you want you know what? I would love to be with y'all while you do that. So you know what? Why don't I run over there and meet up with y'all, and we can all get you settled into the burrow together. And then I think my friend Blood here So everyone say hi to my mom.
Hello,
Hello.
KJ's mother.
I think.
Great hearing your voice again.
Oh.
That was politeness. Relax.
I think Blood here.
You're reading too much into it.
wanted us to all hang out and relax later. So yeah, I'll come help y'all get settled in, and then I'll go out and do my things with everyone tonight, if that sounds good.
Great. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Someone came by and nailed a letter for Valko on the door.
Huh?
I haven't touched it, but
Did you?
Valko stands up.
Yeah, so do I think. Did you see what they look like?
they had like a lot of. They were very gaunt. They did not look good, but they walked away. I could only see like the back of their heads when I entered the door. And
Hair
obviously I didn't
color,
open it.
Anything like that?
Hair color was just this. It looked stringy and gross, but it was this pale white that. It was kind of like an undercut almost. They were wearing a hood, it was hard to see. But it was. Everything about them was pale.
Valko touches Selen's hair.
Yeah, I'm like looking at Selen a little while I'm listening to. I look at Selen and then I look at Blood with like a what the fuck? We were just talking
Blood
about
looks back at me and is
alternate
like, this isn't even on
universe.
my bingo.
This pale, stringy, hooded man looks up at Valko.
All right, well, I'll see you soon, Mama. I love you.
Love you too, KJ. I'll see you
We'll
soon.
get you settled into the burrow. You won't have to worry about any of this nonsense.
Does that description sound familiar to you?
Almost.
Almost.
How about now?
You
I
don't have an
believe your
undercut,
hair
do
is
you?
nicer than the description.
I see.
If you have an undercut, you are way cooler than I thought you were.
I think every person with the undercut I've ever met was like literally the coolest person in the world.
Let's finish our noodles, everybody. We got places to be.
I like that everyone like unanimously slurps the rest of their bowls quickly down at the same time and then walks out.
There's a letter for Valko nailed to a door.
What
Time
is
to go.
our objective?
Checking the letter.
I'm gonna make sure my
Okay.
family gets settled back into the burrow.
Amar?
Wait, what was? I didn't hear the question.
You said I think, and then you stopped talking.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think for while people are slurping the noodles, MR is kind of just trying to casually cast mending on the table to fix it.
Brilliant.
At what point in... Okay,
At what point?
Okay.
never mind.
Okay. Do we get up and leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the plan? Okay.
Almost.
As we're leaving, Valko, like as we're just walking towards where we're going, Valko turns to MR. Do you hold disdain towards me?
Rapidly, yes.
Hmm.
However, my disdain, I am realizing, may not stem entirely from you.
What external forces would cause you to hold disdain towards me?
I believe it is simply a feeling of futility. If you are to become an all-powerful god, just as a hypothetical, I suppose,
He nods.
would you do anything to the benefit of the people?
He puts his hand to his chin. Yes. I believe that the people of this world, many of them face unfair and unbeatable odds
KJ nods.
in whatever scenario that may be. And I believe that for certain things to exist, in my case, the thing that drives me specifically is the existence of acolytes. For certain things to exist that put people into unfair situations is cruel, in a sense.
You would tell me this not to just please us, yes?
I don't know how to prove that to you.
Has Valko told us anything just to please us?
Blinks.
Someone pulls his hood up.
I suppose I cannot recount. It
Chemistry.
I disdain for what you do. Your need for some sort of glory or power.
He has like a weird low smile that doesn't really indicate happiness.
It makes me afraid that if I help bring a god into this world in some way, that I will cause more people to become bound to a chain, as am I.
Hmm.
It is my belief, if I were to have the power of a god, I believe only those who choose to chain themselves to my power should remain chained. Does this make sense?
Let's see.
The choice of a mortal to commit themselves to a god. I don't know how to put this exactly. I would not put anyone in unwilling chains.
He's picked up pace fast enough to walk past Valko.
I suppose that is not the only thing that concerns me. This is something you are hoping to attain, yes?
Yes.
I fear that in your strive to do so, you will bear the burden of ruining yourself as I did as well.
You cannot ruin that which has been broken. Becca walks a little bit faster.
Walks faster so that they're not at the same pace. He's trying to leave discreetly, but they're going in the same direction, so he's just doing it faster and faster.
I misjudged when I decided to concuss you.
He glances back and nods.
But there's always going to be a downward spiral for you to fall into.
I have not sought this goal enough to see this through. I have not bore witness to my own spiral. And so I will continue as though it doesn't exist.
10-foot distant.
If you do not see it, then I will have failed.
In what sense?
Oh, sorry, I was reading that.
Sorry.
Oh, I will take a short rest. I need
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
fucking taking mine. Okay, I'll just do this later. So, Velka say in what sense in regards to I will have failed, right?
Yes.
Okay. In what sense, in what sense, in what sense?
For what purpose?
Is it enough to say that killing the past is a good enough reason?
Did you say killing the past?
Yeah.
I would like to think that he's gone now.
Just gone.
Okay.
Killing the past is relevant to you showing me my downward spiral.
Me showing you where you may reach that.
Are you advocating for or against the death of the past?
Or
He nods. I am not certain where the conflict lies in this.
I am simply being reminded too much.
I see. I will continue to pursue my goals for the foreseeable future until I am shown anything that explicitly changes my mind. Although I will note currently, I'm not sure what my final goal is, as I had believed that the Saints were the highest that you could reach, but they are still in check by other things. I will think about this.
You've made your way to the apartment complex at this point.
All right.
Ellen, you're a good, like, floor up the stairs at this point.
Yeah.
So you're the one who first gets to the door with that you know to be your apartment, with the bright maroon envelope that's slightly bulging, nailed to the door.
It's bulging.
You love a bulging envelope.
He's gonna
Like-
poke it?
It's big enough to where it looks like it's not necessarily only paper inside, but not big enough to where it's like a cube or something. Like it's just
He
a little.
he pokes it. Is it squishy or...
Not. I mean, it's squishy in the way that like paper is, or maybe cloth or something inside.
Does it feel like something is inside?
Are you like? Everyone else comes upon Selen like fingering this envelope.
KJ's on the radio,
it-
by the way, just saying, "Hello, Jasper family. We're here. No need to panic. It's the group of us. It's the sun."
Does
It feels like something is in there.
does the bulge have any sort of shape to it, or is it just like
It's
a
hard
lump?
to see. It's because it's in the envelope. It's not like a defined bulge. It's just like slightly bigger.
Does the envelope just say Valco?
Yeah, the envelope is a bright maroon and it just says Valco.
What color's the
Valko
letter?
walks up and
Wow.
grabs it. It was blue, I think is what you said.
Maroon.
Oh, maroon. That's the opposite, even. That's okay.
Changes
You grab the
everything.
envelope. Are you
What's
going
its
to read
weight
it?
like?
Its weight is heavier than paper,
Okay.
but not that.
But, like, not
heavy.
that much.
No.
Okay.
I was I did an accent.
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I just cut out.
City?
Okay, I think I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I open.
Okay.
We don't want to cast any like spells on you or something to make sure you're like,
Yeah,
hey,
Rocco already grabbed it.
when we're
It's
all like
happening.
standing around
Just
you as
opening it raw.
Oh,
a
I'm
mysterious envelope.
Simpsons as
Yeah.
fuck right now.
The nailed envelope. It's all good. It's not gonna be
I think
like an
Blood takes one
anthrax
step
bomb
back.
or
But-
something.
I guess from the previous conversation, I can give Valgo a bardic inspiration. Fuck it, why not?
Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Why are you giggling,
Valco,
Sadie?
you should have access to it in your journal.
Okay, let's see.
As you
Okay,
open it,
nothing
it
happens.
is one piece of paper and a small pouch.
And in the pouch is a smaller pouch.
And if you look in the
Yeah.
pouch,
I look in the pouch.
there is an ear in there.
Hmm?
Oh,
Like a human ear?
Like a halfling ear that you recognize to be cherries.
Oh
Do
no.
I recognize his handwriting at all?
You make an intelligence check.
Do we all
13.
like realize whose ear this is?
Does he pull
Yeah.
it out, or is he just
He pulls
looking
it
at
out. He pulls it like out of the pouch completely.
Oh Jesus! Sick.
8th threat.
The combination
No, that was
of
like, not what I was gonna guess.
I think you've seen this person's handwriting before, but also a combination of the fact that these people both knew Cherry, knew you, knew where you were, and what they've written in the letter, and also knew how to get to Cherry. You assume that this is their once partner. Galvan.
I thought we killed Galvan.
We
Yeah.
did.
Why are they always trying to bring people back to life? Wait, so Cherry was working. This is actual in character, by the way. Cherry was working with Moray to get the other key, right?
unrelated to he looks at the ear for a moment, but I have been meaning to ask. Moray was with us until we walked into the building where you almost blasted me.
Correct.
Is there a particular reason that she slipped off unannounced?
Didn't we split up on purpose?
I
I
believe
thought-
she was coming with us now.
Okay, now I'm confused out of character because I thought we have Moray and Cherry. Weren't they gonna get it from the prison? The other one?
They already got everything from the prison.
That was
Then-
last night.
Oh, okay. And then Moray was with us.
I'm
Mhm.
talking about like when you were at their house and then you trailed down Valko and Selin in the city and then immediately went into Leonara's place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then combat started at
Um,
Leonara's place and Moira wasn't there.
Moray slipped off somewhere in between going to get Valko's things. I forget what the reason we gave for it was, but there was a canonical reason that she was gone. But it was just like running errands or something.
I really don't think I don't think this is her.
I don't know why you were saying this.
Well, you were mentioning her slipping away.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that not an implication that she might have something secretive going on?
I said unrelated to this.
Okay, yeah, I guess you did.
I don't know. It's just like it's her ear, though.
Yeah.
Is there any mention of her still being alive?
Yeah, what does the letter say?
You should have burned me.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah, she's definitely alive. That's well, fuck.
As a reminder,
That
you
is
do know
all
where
that
she
matters.
lives. She's in the apartment directly below you.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god, you're right. I'm respectfully, I'm getting my family out of this building right now. Before we tackle this situation, I'm going to get them out of harm's way.
I like to
Do it
think that like
quickly.
Valko goes for his sword like to prepare, and before he can even like get his hand on it, KJ's like, respectfully, don't you fucking move until my family is in safety.
Please put the ear away just for a bit. And I'll open the door and
KJ knows.
start talking. Start getting the family out of the building.
Yeah, you can. We don't need to roleplay the. I'm not gonna cut the tension with the
Great escape.
beautiful family
And
reunion.
I'll be a little brisk about it. At least like, all right, guys, come on, yeah. Everybody's here. Yeah, let's get out of here.
They're like, Blood must have really good plans tonight.
We
What did
will
you say,
be
Phil?
investigating their room.
Okay.
Would you rather I go myself?
It is up to you, I guess.
It is preferable to have a group.
How long will it take me to get them to the burrow and come back?
All the way to the burrow would be like 15 minutes,
You know what?
and then back is another like 30.
Well, KJ's faster
another
than
50.
traveling with the group, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. KJ would stay with her family just to make sure they're safe. So I think whatever you guys decide to do right now, KJ is not gonna be there.
He looks a little bothered, but he just stands there.
Why is all of my luck's back on a short rest? That's not supposed
Mine
to
is
happen,
also.
Oh yeah, mine
Cultivate
is
my
too.
Great. I need to fix that. Well,
right?
It's fine, because I have a separate tracker for it anyway.
I don't think I applied a short rest to myself. I forgot. Okay, when did we do that? Am I able to?
yeah,
With
it's
the
during
noodles.
noodles. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you're
we
fine.
had dinner. That's right.
So what are we doing?
We're going to see what's going on in their room.
You know,
Okay,
if we're
he's
not
going
gonna.
to start walking down the hallways.
Are we planning on breaching or just spying?
That's. I'm glad you brought that up, Amar, because I was thinking the same thing. We're not fully grouped here, and we don't know a lot, and
Down the stairs.
we
Falco
don't
would
know
like to
too
grab
much.
his hood.
So I just think that we should observe and then plan and then execute said observed plan. But in that order.
Stares
Not
at his hand.
execute and then observe.
Okay.
I'm really proud of you. That was really brave of you to agree with me. I know that is not your first choice.
It is not, but I have little other option.
You have changed your mind. Looking at Valko's hand, grabbing his hood.
It seems that the group is not on board to launch an assault immediately.
That would be accurate.
You intend to launch an assault in the room beneath us.
Assuming that there is an adversary there, which there may or may not be.
My thoughts are if KJ does not intend on using this apartment for having her family live here, it may be beneficial to breach through the floor.
I agree.
But I would like to hear if she will allow this first.
You guys have a radio, right?
Valko has one.
Falco has one. I don't remember him having one.
Yeah, Valko has one. I think one other person has one. You have 3 radios between all of you, so.
Okay, then I'll radio Killajoule, I guess.
Stares at the floor. How do you intend to do that?
Howdy.
We are
Holy
going to
fuck.
break through the floor. Is this okay?
So when I said observe, I'm thinking like classic stakeout, make sure we know who's going in and out, see if this apartment is even applicable here before we do too much property damage.
We may not have. Sorry, go ahead.
As long as one of you make sure the blame isn't entirely put on me if Strings yells at us about it, then I'm cool with that.
I also would not like full blame.
Why, how are we breaching through this floor?
This is a good question. I don't explode.
He
I mean, there's a
stares to
fire
the
escape,
side.
right?
I may be able to conjure something, but
Wait.
I do not have the resources.
I would
Is there
rather
not- Is there not a fire escape?
They're talking about property damage.
Oh, I was just thinking if we wanted to spy on the floor below, we don't have to like drill through the floor. We could use a window
Well,
or
good luck figuring out how to blow up the floor. He's going to open the apartment door and walk inside.
Okay.
And look
KJ's
around.
family's apartment, or
It's our apartment.
okay,
Yeah, it's-
okay.
Yeah.
It's the safe house.
Oh, okay. You just said the
Anything
apartment, so I
inside?
wasn't sure if you meant that apartment or the one
Just
downstairs.
goes
any-
downstairs immediately.
Anything inside our apartment?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I
ooh,
will also make one.
can I make one?
Everyone can make one.
I
Yeah.
won't.
Sounds good.
I'm not gonna perceive anything. Fuck.
Actually, you know what? I'll do it anyway, but it's not gonna do anything.
I think it's because we all just. Oh.
Whoa! Wow!
-1.
You truly
MR,
can't perceive anything.
you hear what sounds like a dog barking outside, but that's about it. Nothing in the immediate vicinity is weird.
Walks into the apartment.
I will also enter.
Where even do you intend to breach the floor?
Can I walk out into the balcony?
Sure.
Like I just want to do like a scan around the premises and just like
Why are
kinda
you
get a
doing
feel for it.
this?
I am trying to sense where the most optimal point to breach would be.
I'm talking about breaching through the floor.
An element of surprise, I have learned, is very advantageous.
Do you even know if anyone is down there?
This would be good to know.
I am so tempted to just go downstairs and knock on the door, but
Wait.
I won't. Won't. Don't worry. I just said temptation. I fight it.
No, I'm not
fighting
saying
it.
wait to you. I'm saying wait because I
No.
realized something that I can
You thought
do.
of something cool you could do?
I am going to. I suppose I should share with the group instead of going immediately. If I
He's
turn
learning.
invisible and enter the room, we will be able to know what is in there. Is there a window to enter through or something similar?
Well, I suggested
Yes.
looking for a fire escape, but no one listened to me.
You are
There is
assuming that
canon-
the windows are open.
Wait, is there a fire escape? never mind. I was thinking about the burrow. There's canonically a fire escape outside.
I can throw something through the
Mm.
window.
At that point, your presence alerts everyone regardless of whether they can see you or not.
You're like, you're gonna go invisible and then throw something through the window?
Yes.
Fuck it. Go for it. What could go wrong?
No.
Here's the brick.
I suppose there are ways to detect people that exist in a room without going into it.
Do we have access to any?
Can we send Cat down there?
He just stares at him.
We could have someone disguise,
We could have Cat pose as the boogeyman.
knock on the door, and see if there's a response. If there is, you may be able to go invisible and slip in while the door is creaked. Perchance.
If I can determine this for you right now, will you accommodate me later? He stares at Valko.
Accommodate you how?
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
He's just gonna like walk into the hallway and overcast text spot to
Okay.
find people.
Sure.
Everyone's so stupid.
I'm not gonna overcast for that.
I will.
Take 2 stress. You do not sense any minds other than your compatriots. You don't sense any minds underneath you.
There's nobody downstairs. You are wasting your time.
Then we should enter.
Sure, I'll stand watch up here.
Okay.
Just not a magic one, so
Marco's
be able
gonna
to
go
sense shit.
downstairs if nobody stops him.
You follows Valko.
All right. You get to the door.
I knock on the door.
I feel like Blood predicted this.
He
There is no answer.
What do you think the likelihood that this door is trapped is?
why would they do that?
He grabs the knob. He's gonna open it.
Okay.
Why would you listen to him?
I feel like all sense of reason leaves when Helen tells Valko to do something.
You open the door and you hear a twang, and but it seems like whatever mechanism that was supposed to fire didn't have ammunition in it, and it just like dry fired.
Okay.
He blinks. He's going to walk in.
It seems it was trapped at some point.
For what reason?
Why would I have knowledge of this?
I don't know. You seem to know about things like that.
Okay. The apartment is, first off, covered in blood. There are,
And who? Just kidding. Sorry.
covered in blood.
I'm so sorry.
And looking around, you can see the source of it. Cherry's body sits on the table. They're completely degutted. Their ribcage is torn open, almost, and just like reaching out in front of you.
He just
No, no,
stops
no.
moving.
Valko
And
approaches.
there's another envelope inside Cherry's.
Oh,
The same red.
Oh!
Ooh,
The same
and
maroon.
Valko would-
so approach.
Valko would
you
grab it.
sick, twisted,
Okay.
right?
It just reads, "Watch where you sleep."
Oh! I'm just glad that Blood is not experiencing this. Blood is just innocent upstairs, rolling a little joint, waiting for their friends to come back.
What a horrible desecration.
Why Cherry in particular?
You hear a dog bark outside again. And it reminds you, you look around for the flayed corpse and it's not there.
What?
What?
What direction is the dog in?
It's just like outside in an alleyway.
Do I know the fastest way to look into the alleyway? Is there a window or a
Yeah, there's
fire
a
escape
window.
or something? Okay.
There's no dog when you look. It's just like a distant kind of barking.
Hmm.
But the body just disappeared?
The dog's body.
No,
that
the
used to be
dog's
the dog.
body.
Oh.
That we use.
Oh.
That we scan.
Oh!
Are they attempting to criticize us for use of a body? This is hardly using it.
This is wasteful.
I agree.
And how do I put this? It is a foolish show of intimidation.
He did not deserve to be part of it.
I suppose the letter implies that we should not be spending the night here. Oh yeah, he shows the letter, I guess, because nobody else saw that.
Valko, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Terrific.
Oh, okay.
4! You got
Okay.
bardic inspiration if you want to use
Oh,
it.
I do.
I don't think
You
it's
also
gonna
have
save you.
a regular
don't-
inspiration if you want to.
Oh, you do.
Oh
True.
wait, yeah.
You might,
Yeah,
you
your
might
bardic
want to
inspiration
use
is
it.
just a
You
D6.
might want to use it.
No, fuck it. Who cares?
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like a 4 is solid, you know?
4 is good.
I'll take my chances.
It probably
Okay.
succeeds.
You take. Oh boy. You take 18 damage as
Okay, cool.
from the
Dude.
like air around you apparating through what looks like the ether, this quadruped dog skeleton like thing with that's like burning this purple-ish fire just apparates and pounces on you and knocks you prone and digs into you with its teeth.
Oh no.
My God.
I need initiative.
You're almost certainly
I think
unconscious,
we're-
right?
I think we're gonna
Don't
end
you
it there.
dare. Don't you
Yeah.
dare!
I was
Bucket went down
gonna. I was
instantly.
gonna say like combat at
knew
this
it.
hour would be insane. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
really,
way too late.
Valko, you went down to that hit?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was that. You're at
Yep.
Okay.
0.
Sadie,
Mm-hmm.
can I say this? The party was talking for a long time in game.
Yeah.
Would KJ be
KJ's on
on
her
her
way
way
back.
back? Okay. Okay.
You know, when I made a joke about needing to make a new character, I didn't mean it. We don't need to make a backup
this
today,
campaign
right?
You make
would
the
go-
encounter.
insanely off the rails if Valko was like permadead. Imagine if this party just like
No.
fucking
I think
lost
that'd
their
be
psycho
really
leader.
interesting if Valka died.
I mean, it'd be awesome, but also I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
It would be
Lady, there's
fucked
no
up.
initiative
After
to add
all
your
that talk about like, oh, like if you become a god, you know, what were you gonna
He just
do?
fucking dies instantly.
Just gets gorged to death.
What is Selen gonna stare at?
That's what you're fighting, by the way. Just so that you know.
I gotta.
shit.
I
Awesome.
gotta
Hey,
close my
Sadie,
character.
there's no encounter to add ourselves to.
Yeah, I know. I haven't.
Oh,
It's
so why
gonna
do you tell us
happen
to
tomorrow.
do it?
Because it's gonna happen the
It's
next
gonna
time.
happen next time.
On
Okay.
Tuesday?
I
Probably not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
Okay.
I will be
Well, thanks,
back
guys.
from New York by then.
I'm gonna
Hell
unpack
yeah.
all that.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I'm really worried about Moray now.
No, for real.
I really hope the burrow is actually safe because I
And
don't
this-
want Patient have to keep
I-
relocating her family.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
I don't
Oh,
think
no.
it is. But that's
Oh,
just
no.
me. That's just me.
I don't really think it is either, but I want to believe it is.
We'll find out.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go talk to my roommate and bother him and let
Have
him know
fun.
that, guys, tomorrow is palindromic 420. Wait, is that the right word? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
420-2024. It's the same.
Wow.
How
It's 420-2024. It's the same backwards.